What's going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and boy, oh boy, is this a freaking epic unboxing. I haven't done a shoe video in years now. I've been meaning to do a collection update for years now, and maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get to it. But these are worth their own spotlight because it merges two of my favorite things, freaking cool Nike shoes and freaking awesome video games. I have in front of me the Paul George PlayStation collaboration. These are insanely rare. They were insanely hard to get, and they're also just an insane idea. The fact that Sony and Nike worked together on the first colorway for the brand new Paul George shoe, the PG2, the PlayStation Colorway, the things that this shoe has on it and does, out of this world. And as a huge gamer, as a freaking fan of basketball, of Nike, and of shoes in general, I had to have them. So we're gonna unbox them and take a look together. These shoes are beastly. Check this bad boy out. It is PlayStation all over. And the reason, if you're wondering, Paul George plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he is obsessed with video games, and they worked with him to make this awesome thing happen. It is so freaking cool. So the shoe is done up in PlayStation colors, and then has a whole lot of features underneath the hood. We've got the eyelets that match the buttons. As you can see, you got the green, you got the red, you got the pink, and you got the blue, the traditional colors. Even the sparkles on the bottom of the shoe here are all in those colors, right? So the same colors of the eyelets. And then you've got, this doesn't really have anything to do with PlayStation, but it's still a cool bottom. The coolest thing, though, is the tongue, and we'll get the lace out of the way so you can see this, and I'll just show it to you right off the bat. The tongue here, check this out. It's got the PlayStation logo, which I think is pretty darn cool, and we'll show you the other shoe in a second, but you have to see this right away. You click it, and it turns on, and it glows blue. PlayStation blue. Pretty freaking sweet. I don't know if the camera's showing it well, but we'll give you some close-up shots. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Now, the other thing you can do is click it to turn it to a pulsating mode, where it's gonna sort of change colors and also pulsate. Look at that madness. It's going a little bit pink, a little bit blue, a little bit purple. It kind of goes on and off, on and off. It's not really changing colors so much as it is like going, I guess, fully on and then fully off, and then you click it a third time and it's back off. That's super freaking awesome. Now, they did not stop there. On the inside of the tongue, you have the PlayStation power button, which is super freaking cool. And so far, this is just the left shoe, guys. The back has a barcode, and this barcode right here, every shoe has a unique barcode, a unique code, and that code, it links to a Paul George dynamic theme on PS4. Not the coolest prize, but again, the fact that more than that you can plug it in, I just love that they put a freaking PS4 code, like a PSN code on the back of the shoe, and each one is unique. That's so cool. So each pair of these is a different code. That's awesome. You'll notice if you get up close, and it's reflective, it's a little hard to see on camera, but there are the triangle, circle, X, square buttons embedded into this part of the shoe. All throughout this shiny part are little PlayStation buttons, which are pretty freaking cool. And then, if you look at the inside of the shoe, it is based on that theme that I just mentioned. Turn on the tongue there. I don't know how long the battery life works on the tongue, but hopefully a long time. If you look at the inside, that is based on the theme that you will get. So it's like almost like a very ethereal galaxy PlayStation theme, looking very cool. And again, that is just the left foot. We'll pull out the right foot here and see what that is like. It's a little bit different. On this side, this shoe, you've got the red and the green swooshes. On the right shoe now, you're gonna have the pink and the blue swooshes, because again, it's matching those eyelets, and everything is about matching PlayStation. So this one has a light up Paul George logo, which I think is really cool. The inside of the tongue still has that power button to reference PlayStation, to reference turning it on, because this is where you click to turn this on. But I love, again, that they found a way to fuse to make these not just PlayStation shoes and not just Nike Paul George 2s, but a perfect fusion of both. So the inside of this one is gonna have, again, that similar galaxy theme with the Paul George logo. And then the back of this one says PG-13. Instead of having the barcode, it says PG-13. I'm extra partial to Paul George because he's number 13 and loves 13. You know, I love 13. The whole December 13 thing, the whole 1989 Taylor Swift thing. 13 has always been my lucky number. I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. pretty darn cool. And then even though the swooshes are different colors on this right foot, you still have the colored speckles that represent the eyelets and also represent, obviously, the buttons on the PlayStation controller. Super freaking cool. I love the embedded X square, triangle, circle on the shiny part. In general, it's a pretty good looking shoe outside of the PlayStation branding, outside of this epic collaboration. But the fact that they are Sony, PlayStation, and Nike shoes together, nothing quite like this has ever been done. And I think they're an absolutely amazing pair. And the fact that they're super rare sucks, because so many people wanted these and were so hyped when they saw that there was gonna be this PS4 PG2 collab. The fact that they made them so freaking hard to get and so rare, such a bummer. But hopefully you can live vicariously a little bit through this video. I got these in 11s. They're not available anywhere. You can get them on apps like GOAT and StockX, on eBay, Grailed, places like that, but you are looking to pay a pretty penny. They're basically going anywhere from $500 to $1,000, which is a lot of money. There is no way to get these retail. They're not gonna be re-released. They were recently put out in Europe, and I believe there were some available at some of the flagship stores in New York and whatnot. But again, that's, first of all, gone. Second of all, would have been nearly impossible to get. So these shoes, super freaking cool. The PlayStation PG2 is the first colorway of the PG2. Since then, they've released other colorways. So if you like the shoe, if you think it looks like a good shoe, there are new colorways that are not video game themed, but it's still a pretty good looking Nike shoe. This is freaking cool. My favorite feature has to be that you can turn this on. I don't know in practice how well it will work. I kind of want to go play basketball in these and leave this on and just have it be pulsating and see what people think. Because now we're in the era of light up shoes, and in the era of PlayStation 4, and in the era of Paul George. So this is just an absolutely epic collaboration. You should read the article where Sony talked to Paul George on the PlayStation blog, because he's definitely like a huge gamer, and it was great to see someone who is very clearly like an avid fan. It wasn't like an awkward partnership. It wasn't like a stupid merging of the minds. It was definitely something that needed to happen, and I think that's why the shoes turned out so freaking well. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the PlayStation PG2s. What's your favorite feature? And if you want to see an updated shoe collection, it's been years, man. A lot has changed. So let me know and we can make that happen as well. But these are the PG2s. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching today. I love you all. I personally love them. I love all the different just nods to PlayStation, how they manage at every turn to fit something in that reminded you of PlayStation. I think that's super cool. And I don't think they're tacky. Like, they did a great job. I would give these a 9.5 out of 10. I think the shoe looks good, the PlayStation references look good, the light up even looks good. Honestly, the only negative thing I have to say about this pair is probably the box. I wish they would have gone out of their way to make the box more PlayStation notable and more related to the shoe. I guess they've got some of the like spacey design that, you know, is reminiscent of the Galaxy sort of vibe, but a yellow box with black and just no, like, it's not a very great box. It's a great opportunity to really go above and beyond in the artistry department and deck out this box in PlayStation iconography and in, you know, even just like a giant PlayStation logo or a power button, something would have really made that cool. At the end of the day, you throw away the box and you wear the shoes. I get that, but just because it's such a legendary collaboration, why not go all out? I love what Kith has done with LeBron lately and their boxes. They're like pieces of art, and I wish that they would have done something similar for these PG2s. It's an epic project, and I'm so proud to be holding these in my hand. Thanks so much. Once again, we'll get out of here now. Until next time, drink so much. I love you, and we will see you all later.